Hello everybody. Hope everybody having a good evening. Just wanted to make a short video about innocence. Innocent. Sometimes, when we start out when you're young, it's a lot of things we just don't know. A lot of things we just don't know. I would talk to my mother about some of the things I got into, when I was young, and I knew better. But as they say, curiosity killed the cat. She was asking the question. My mother was saying sometimes, she just asked God questions about why would the first man do what he did? I mean, if you got it made, all you had to do is just keep the garden, dress and keep the garden. You got it made. Why would he transgress? But like I told her, you innocent. Sometimes you don't know. Or but you got somebody encouraging you to do something. Now, if that cherubim angel wasn't there, pushing them to do it, they might have didn't do it. That's what I was telling her. I was like, this thing, if you was in their shoes and you never had a slickster come along, trying to influence you or peer pressure, it's a good chance you might not do something. And they never had seen that type of individual before. Or I'm thinking Adam and Eve, they were like a type of angels. Maybe they had interaction with angels all the time. I mean, we don't know. But just imagine you having interaction with other angels, and they always doing the right thing. We have our angel people have angel encounters here on the earth, and this time we living in now, the holy angels from God, they always protecting them or encouraging them, giving them messages. So I would think that would be the same case during Adam and Eve's time. The angels they will encounter was always telling them, things good to do. So you got the head cherubim angel coming along, and him being who he is and the way he looked, and described by the Bible, sure they trusted him. He was able to twist words. A lot of people be able to twist words and do things. So like I told my mom, it could have been any of us, making that same mistake. But you never been in that type of trouble before, so you don't know the consequences. I mean, God might tell you. I don't know if he showed them in visions or anything like that. He could have showed them in vision. Who knows what they actually knew, all that they knew, but they were told not to do it. And I'm sure God told them it was going to be consequences. But they did it anyway, listening to a slickster. Same thing with me in my life. I knew better not to do drugs. I got one overhead telling me, hey, don't do it. But I already had been in it for a while. Another one that knew better, been to prison and all that. Come on, man, let's try it. Just try it. You even though, your sixth sense, your spider sense tell you no, this joker kind of slick, but you go ahead and do it. So, I mean, this video, hopefully to go to some young people. Not saying older people can't be tempted, but when you get in your 50s and 60s, a lot of things you done, that a young person probably hadn't done. So, maybe this is for a young person who's thinking about, drinking or trying sex for the first time, or weed or alcohol. Like me, I couldn't wait to get away from a Pentecostal home. I couldn't wait. And it almost destroyed me in a short while. So, I mean, this is just a warning from an older person to the younger people. Or people, I mean, you being tempted by somebody close to you. Normally somebody that's close to you, that know you. Like the enemy, they knew Satan knew men. Angels were here long before man. Like I told my mom, she looked at me crazy. I like, you don't think before he fell, he didn't have access to the earth and back to heaven? You didn't know that, Mom? The angels, God had to put cherubim angels at the gate of the garden so they wouldn't, go in. But the angels, they've been around a long time, long before us. And they was here when we got created. They know us in and out. So same thing with the people around you. You can be in school with people, middle school, elementary school, middle school, high school, college. The people know you. Some people study other people. They know your weaknesses, and behind that person, a lot of times, I'm just going to say it, is a demon operating, trying to get you to do certain things, maybe out of envy or lust. Like women, a lot of times they get drugged up. Men be lusting out there, or maybe even women. They drug them up or get them drunk or high. They, have access to your body. Some people access to your money. They always want to tap into something that you got. But the ultimate goal is the devil want to destroy you. So a lot of us was traumatized at an early age, but we opened the door just like Cain was warned by God. He told him, don't open the door because, the devil is at the foothold. He at the threshold. He right there. Don't do it. But he went on ahead and did it. He murdered his brother. The enemy used him. So if you're not sure about some things, and like I said, it's a lot of temptation, with the music, the TV, the sex, the drugs. Just take an extra moment and think about what you're going to get into. Like I told my kids, if you're going to smoke weed, real talk, you need to buy your own weed. And I don't advocate smoking no drugs or anything, and learn how to roll up your own weed. And if you're drinking around people, don't drive, but don't have your own beer, Don't let somebody give you anything unless you just been knowing them a long time. And a lot of times that's even dangerous because the people, a lot of times that set you up, people get robbed all the time. It be the person that's in and out of the house, knowing what you got in the safe, what you got in your account. So you really can't trust nobody. If you go to a club, hey, order your own drink. Don't set it down nowhere. Because, in the end, it's so many things out to try to get you. Even though, it's natural, it's people we see that's, that's doing it, but it's something behind them that's either, like I said, jealous of you or envious of you or don't like you or hate you or whatever. So you have to always be on your guard. You got to be on your guard at all times. Whether you're young or you're old. If you're innocent of something, if you ain't a drinker, don't drink. If you ain't never did drugs, don't allow somebody to convince you to use drugs. You ain't never popped pill, don't do it. I tried a lot of different things. And at the end of all of them, it almost destroyed me. Getting high, yeah, you get high, it's a little pleasure. But it's so many bad things in the end that come from getting high or even having sex, unprotected sex, having different sex partners. I've been in a situation where I almost got killed, messing around with somebody or, you get an STD or somebody get pregnant, you got unwanted kids. That go both ways, men and women. Just, it's a consequence when you do things like that. So if you're innocent, just take an extra moment. And if you don't pray, just meditate on, do I really need to do this? That's like coming out of somewhere and you had a few drinks. You say, well, I might be good. I'm going to take a chance. Don't take a chance. Call an Uber. or get somebody else to take you home. You know, just do another route. Don't spoil your innocence, ending up in jail, or hurting somebody, or going to a drug rehab, or ended up getting raped, or, I mean, I know this is kind of far-fetched, but there's nothing wrong with being innocent. Don't let people put peer pressure on you. Even if you're a virgin, that's a good thing. You know, don't run out and jump into somebody's bed to have sex because people like picking at you because you're a virgin. Hey, that's a good thing. People think you abnormal because you ain't did something. I done had people tell me, well, you ain't sleeping around on the job, you must be gay. If I choose to be faithful to my wife or celibate, that's my choice. That's what God like. I get a benefit from that. I don't have the infections in my body. I don't have to worry about the drama on the job. From my experience, that's how I gained my wisdom. I got mine from the school of hard knocks. So if you innocent or something, stay innocent. Try to do things right. So that's all I wanted to say. And if you haven't accepted Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior, accept him as your Lord and Savior and follow his instructions. That will save you a lot of heartache. If you follow God's instructions as a young person, your life will be 10 times or 20 times better than the average person. You might not be rich or have a big house and car, but you won't have so many arrows, as God said. A person can have a lot of money, but pierced with many arrows, so to speak, a lot of problems. So today, if you have accepted Jesus Christ, accept him as your Lord and Savior. I thank you, and y'all have a nice evening.